What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Alright guys, real quick before I go on with the tier list, because that's what we're going to cover today, the brand new Hunter tier list with Yoo Soo Hyun? I think I'm going to just call her Juan. And then we're going to cover all of the new placements or the existing placements where people are sitting. There have been some buffs, obviously some updates, and I'll see if those have actually made any changes. I've done a couple testing on some units just to see if they actually have risen in the ranks and where some of them have dropped. Also keep in mind, I wanted to show you guys real quick, this is a little bit of a spoiler. It's up to you if you want to see this or not, but I do want to show this because Special Guide 5 and 4 did come out with the brand new update. These are the special guides if you finish the most existing storyline. So this is my free-to-play account. I finished normal story. So Special Guide 5 specifically has a cool little update on here that I want to show you guys. So again, if you don't want to watch this, you can bypass this part real quick and go straight to the tier list. But I do want to share this with you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. First off, there's Baron and Kaisel. So that's really, really cool that we get to see them. Secondly, there is our hero. And then there is the Demon King. And you guys can see here, it says a couple different things. Boom. Oh, let me go back. Oh, can I go back? Can I go back? Well, let me go. Sorry, guys. Let me do it again. There's an important part here I want to show you guys. Outside of the Baron part, right? Obviously. Right here. So watch what happens. Okay. This part's cool. So come on. There we go. So first off, look at this. New gear. Level fail and fail. So this is essentially saying that new gear will come out with new enemies, and it says level up Sun Jin Woo and your hunters to play the new content. So I think it's safe to say when September hits or when August hits, we're going to be probably getting brand new gear sets, or at least brand new mobs with existing gear sets that are going to be leveled up. But nonetheless, it does look like we are going to have to level quite a bit in order to even challenge Baron. So that's confirmation right there from a story perspective that needs to happen. So I thought that was really cool. I want to share that with you guys. Now, going over to the existing tier list and how we have this whole thing structured. Let me close this one down for a sec, guys. And then we're going to talk a little bit about where everyone sits and how it has changed. Now, I've taken away the whole SSS, Payne's Angels, plus, still Min and Choi. We're going to drop a few things down now because it's going to matter. So let's start off with the useless again. He's just got his own category now. Kim continues to still be useless, and he will remain here for quite some time, believe it or not. Song, Cheol and Joe are still going to be here. So I'm looking at my other tier list to make sure that everything aligns still. These guys, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. So that's going to remain the same. Johi's still going to remain up here. She could technically be down here now that we have Meilin. So you know what? I will drop her down here because we have Meilin now. So I'll leave her out of that. Song is still okay. She's good. Not that useful still, but she's good enough to be up here because of the single-handedly she does quite a bit of damage. So she's not bad for that. Very good. I'm still gonna go ahead and put Dong Suk. Tashik has dropped now, by the way. Actually, no. You know what? With his new SR weapon, he still stays here. We're gonna put Kim Chul here with very good, and I'm gonna put Jinho right here. So I would probably say it would go like this in regards to the breakers, okay? So these are the orders I would probably put them in. And then Ana Ruiz probably sits either here or here. I'm debating where this is going to happen. She has gotten a lot better, by the way, with her new SR weapon as well, too. It has changed things quite a bit, which I will be doing a brand new weapon tier list as well, too, just so you guys know. So we'll update that with the new SR weapons once I get a chance to test them. But I will be adding a new tier list for weapons either way, just so you guys understand what the new weapon looks like in terms of Phoenix, bow, line hook and sinker, and then overdrive, which is the brand new weapon for Hyun, right? So I will definitely cover all that, but I think this is pretty good here. I would probably even do this just to kind of keep it square. Now, I've been going back and forth about this one quite a bit, and this is one where I've done enough testing. I have the character, I love the character, and both characters, as a matter of fact, right? So I think it's safe to say with Park's brand new SR weapon, she's still going to be considered broken, right? I'd still put her there. With Nam, I'm still going to put her as broken. I almost want to put Nam as godly. I do because of her breaking abilities, but I have to say, even with her new SR weapon with defense down, being down by 20% for 5 seconds, she just doesn't cater to enough damage, right? Now, she's a breaker through and through, which is nice, but it's still hard for me to consider her any more than anything else than a breaker and a CC, obviously, right? So I'm going to keep her as broken. Park will still stay as broken. We'll save the godly sections for what they actually are, and that is godly. Okay, so let's continue on. Now, they have done a few buffs here, okay, just so you guys are aware to some hunters, and we are going to go ahead and talk about those very soon. So first thing to note, our boy continues to still sit. You know what? He's actually got buffed a little bit. I will give him this. He definitely does deserve to be more. He's a little bit more broken now. It's so hard to put him in this because the word broken is kind of like he's like staggers between here and here still. Like, it's really hard because they did buff him. He actually is a bit better now than he was before. So I'll put him here. I'll put him, you know what? Yeah, we'll put him here. Just, again, the word broken is hard to, he's not broken. It's just, I have a hard time with this word and associating him to it. Okay, we'll leave him there for now, okay? Beck for sure is considered, I would probably put him broken. He's broken for sure. He is. Like, as a breaker, he's incredible. Choi actually drops down again. After getting a brand new fire DPS, he drops back down to SS rather than SSS. S category here. You know what? Let's be fair. I'm going to just do this. I think that's fair. Now, Dongsu is going to drop one. Okay? Dongsu is going to drop one. He was an SS before. I'm going to drop him down as well, too, over here, because they haven't given him enough buffs and they haven't given him enough reason to exist outside of Vulcan. If you use him for Vulcan, he's not bad, but he is a great unit, don't get me wrong. He's just too niche at this point. I haven't found a good reason to use him anywhere outside of like a couple places where shielding becomes an issue. And now I have Meilin, or Meilin exists, and I kind of don't even use him at all now because of that. So they've really got to find a good use for him. He still exists for no reason, in my opinion, outside of the fact that if you like him as a person or as a character, I don't know who would. And he's got really good multipliers. It's really sad to see that. I think it'll go more like that, actually, if you're going to look at this, okay? Let's see. Lee Bora. Okay, let's actually go to Lim first. Lim is still considered broken, in my opinion. I wouldn't say godly. Min is definitely godly. Sa is definitely godly. Okay, so SM Beck update. I did a couple tests on him. The problem with his new curse mechanic is you got to build him with, I mean, you already would build him with a little bit more HP because of his original setup, but the max HP amount that it does to bosses who are immune to bleed is very small. We're talking about like 9k, 8k, 11k worth of damage every 3 seconds, which is nothing, like, it's not bad, but it's just not enough. Like, it's still not enough to, they need to buff him more. That max HP amount still needs to be the boss's max HP. It really does. Or something else. The boss's, you know, his I don't know. I don't even know what way to do this to not make it sound broken, right? Because the reason why they removed bleed from those bosses is because it worked off their max HP or current HP. So yeah, it's really hard. He is definitely better now than he was before. It's the right step in the right direction kind of scenario, but it's just not enough yet to propel him over to God tier, right? So we're gonna leave him there. Lee Bora, still incredible unit. I would probably put her as the unit over here that you definitely must have. And now we're going over to the godly section. Okay. Now I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about this because I think it needs to be said. Emma's going to sit right here and here. So Sa and Emma are pretty much hand in hand, in my opinion. They're still the two of the most broken units in the game for their elements, but there are a couple now that have taken over, right? So Meilin, I'm going to put right beside Min. They pretty much go hand in hand as well, depending on the setup you have and the run that you're doing and the element that you're fighting and where you have their advancements. Meilin sometimes is better, sometimes Min is better. They both are incredible, and they are two of the best supports in the game, okay? Now we're talking about the top 3. Now let's talk about top 3. Number 3, okay? It's going to be Hyun now, okay? Hyun is, or Yun, maybe Yun? Yoo Soo Hyun? God, I'll figure it out eventually, guys. Sorry, I haven't checked out the way to say this properly. So let's call her Yun for now. Yun here is going to be the third best DPS in the game now. No matter how you slice it, guys, it's gonna happen. I know a lot of you guys are trying to defend Choi and stuff. I get it. Yes, if A5 Choi is still pretty damn good, but he's just not good enough in comparison. He's not. I've done so much testing today to see if there's any way with it, whether it's in teams, one hit kill, destroyer sets, try to just max out his ultimate. I know a lot of you are like, well, if you tag him in and out with ultimates, you can do whatever train. You can't. I tried it. Doesn't work. So she, I think, is going to be third best DPS in the game. We have the data. Obviously, if you want to check out the data, it is in the live stream, and it's also here in regards to how we used her and where she sits. But if you start comparing her to the other 2 units, it's just not good enough. Now, the current second best DPS in the game is going to be Cha. Now, the reason why I say this is because there's not enough elemental advantages for her at the moment with endgame content for her to take over. She's still incredibly powerful, but the Korean player base has spoken. They considered her whale bait. And the devs agreed. They felt bad. They were like, okay, you know what? You guys are right. So we are going to buff her. So they clearly have buffed her. And even with the buff, she's still not as strong as Queen B, or I should call her Queen A in this case, and that is Alicia. Alicia is currently the #1 DPS, the #1 unit in the game, period. Not only just for utility, not only for support, not only for DPS, but she currently has the top element in the game for endgame content, which obviously may change when new floors do drop. But at the moment, Alicia is the top unit in the game, and you guys should be definitely going for her on the custom banner if you have not done so. Remember, I did say every unit here is optional, just like Yun is optional, right? She is, Yoo Soo Hyun is optional. But just like I said with Alicia later on, that when the content is coming out for her and it does release, this unit is going to shine. And you definitely want to have that unit on your squad to help you propel through that content. Right now, the only content she's good for currently is the brand new Battlefield of Trials, the weekly one, where you need 2 Fire Hunters, and this Fire Hunter will carry you through it really easily, okay? So there you guys go. That is the full tier list for Hunters. Let me know what you guys think. This is Payne. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.